Second one, be a bit shorter this time. Now, I've already stressed this a lot in the first couple of weeks, and I'm going to keep stressing it over and over and over. And this second building block is what I call non-judgment. Non-judgment. It's a bit tricky because it's a non-doing. But the thing about judgment is we're really good at it. If I ask you, for example, right now, what is something you've watched recently on TV? What is the thing you've watched most recently on TV? Not the news. Just like a movie or a TV show. What is the thing you watched most recently? And then if I were to ask you, did you like it? Did you think it was okay? Or did you dislike it? You have an opinion. You know. We're good at this judgment thing. In fact, it sort of defines who we are. Our judgments, beliefs, opinions. Our judgments about quarantine, for example. About the isolation, the thing we're going through right now. You probably have all sorts of opinions and judgments about it. We also have judgments about religion, whether you believe in God or you don't. Politics, goodness knows, everybody's got lots of opinions about that. But it extends to philosophy, morality, a sense of how you should live your life. We're very good at having opinions and judgments about other people, about other people's houses, about other people's front yards. I'm living in the suburbs these days. So that's a big thing, is how people keep their front yards. But it extends to, what we think of the Kardashians or who we think the Giants should draft first. There are so many aspects of our judgment, and this is incredibly important. This ability to see what we like, what we don't like, what's good for us, what's not good for us, what's helpful, what's unhelpful. That's all incredibly important. It's an important skill to have. But most of the time it happens automatically, whether we want it to or not. We don't have much say in it. It just happens. We see something, we taste something, we hear something, and we have an opinion. We have a judgment. And that automatic judgment can be helpful, but it can be very unhelpful. In our lives, a lot of times that automatic judgment is of ourselves. And that is very unhelpful. We don't even see that we're doing it, but we have this very hefty self-judgment without really being able to see what's useful, self-criticism, and what is just beating ourselves up. In meditation, we're trying to avoid judgment. So we talk about this non-judgment, and there are a few aspects to this. One is it's a useful skill to be able to see when our mind is judging and to be able to try and put that on hold. The other thing is that if your mind is judging, by definition, you are not absorbed in the present moment, because present moment awareness is simply observing what's going on in the present moment, literally without judgment. It's just the observation of the breath, of the sensations of your body, even of your feelings, or of sounds, or of what you're looking at. It's developing this pure observation of the moment, what we call present moment awareness. So once your mind gets into judgment, whether or not it's even just judgment of yourself or the meditation or your concentration or any of those things, the moment you're judging anything, you're no longer in present moment awareness. So it's quite helpful in some ways. It's a way of noticing when you've lost focus on the present moment. If you're judging, you have. There are a couple of other really important points about this, though. One is kind of a profound, important psychological point, which is that for the most part, your mind is going to try to do what it thinks you want it to do. So you might say to yourself, oh, I want to go running every day. But if you keep going, I hate running. If you keep saying that, or I hate running, or it's so painful, your mind is going to go, I know you say you want to, but I don't think you want to. And guess what? Every day you won't go running. except like occasionally you'll be able to force yourself through willpower, but most of the time your mind is going to find all sorts of other things of avoiding it because it thinks you don't want to do that. If you judge yourself in meditation, if you keep saying, I'm no good at this, or if you keep getting frustrated and you go, oh, this is useless, I can't do this. If you judge the meditation or you judge yourself, you won't meditate. Because your mind is going to go, no, you're no good at this. We don't like doing things we're no good at. Possible exception of sex. But that's literally about the only thing where, even if we're no good at it, we can still enjoy it. Everything else, if you're no good at it, you don't enjoy doing things we're not good at. So it's kind of important to avoid the judgment. And if every time you notice you got distracted, you go, oh, I'm such an idiot, I got distracted. If you do that, you're going to stop noticing. Your mind is going to go, oh, we shouldn't do that thing where we notice. Because then I think I'm an idiot if I notice. And it's the only really important thing in meditation is just to keep trying to notice. But if you judge it every time you get distracted, you're just going to sit there and daydream for the entire duration. So it's really important for a number of reasons. This non-judgment thing is huge, is to try and apply this to meditation for lots of reasons. One is it's great for your life to be able to have this skill to sometimes judge, but sometimes not judge. It's also very important for the meditation.